Alright guys, we're here in Rouses Point on the US-Canadian border. The CP holiday train is coming south. Very exciting. It's a deadhead move south. It's about 10 p.m. And you know, it's late, but it's a Saturday. So we're out here to catch them heading south, all the lights, and the bonus, no mobs of people pushing and jostling to get into position. So pretty exciting. We're going to shoot them here at the Rouses Point train station, and if they head right through, we're going to chase south. It's now about 10:30 p.m., and this is where my future self would have told me just to go home. The next 3 hours were spent in stalemate and confusion between railroad crews and U.S. Customs. No one was really at fault here, just really bad planning. Eventually, we moved up to Church Street to watch the train pull down to the border, entirely lit, as it will be during its month-long journey across the U.S. and Canada.
Merci beaucoup. À une prochaine fois. Terminé. Merci, terminé.
The holiday train now briefly pauses at Rouses Point to wait for U.S. Customs. We would catch up to the train running track speed at Washington Avenue in Chazy. South down the Northway to Port Henry, New York. The CP holiday train is coming north after a delay in Fort Edward. They should still be on time for Port Henry, so we're gonna shoot them there and head north. And it's really great to see. We saw the deadhead move south earlier in this video, but I think it's really great to see the return of the actual event itself, and the community will be coming out to see it. And so we're gonna capture some of that too, so stay tuned. At the overlook in Port Henry, we find the Lorem rail grinder on the siding, and more importantly, CP02H, the holiday train, waiting on the main line, having arrived in town about 30 minutes early. Rather than pull into the station ahead of time, the crew idled the train south of town until 4:30. In the meantime, I went down into the chaos to hear from some people in the community. Quite the crowd here. Quite the crowd. All right, so we're here with
Peter Juby.
And you're a volunteer firefighter?
I am.
And with what station?
Mariah.
Okay, so that's this town here, folks. So what is it like for you to see the holiday train return to the D&H? Well, first of all, have you seen the holiday train in the past?
I have. Been seeing it last, 6, 7 years, 8 years, somewhere in there.
So right about when I've been seeing it as well, and it's a spectacular thing to see every year. So how do you think the community as a whole has received this event?
Helps bring everybody together, make a tighter knit community, and brings the joy in gatherings.
Absolutely, I think it's you may not agree on everything in a community, but a train with Christmas lights and a concert, you know, what can go wrong there? So anything else you want to say about this event, or people considering going to see it along its route?
Just keep coming to it. It's a great event, and hopefully keep doing it, and hopefully our kids and their future kids can get to see it too.
Absolutely. Thanks for talking, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right, so now I'm here with
Herb.
and
Lisa.
and so we're here in Port Henry, obviously. Are you from right around here?
Wilmington.
Okay, so I think this is definitely the gateway stop for the Adirondacks area. When did you hear about this train, and what brought you out here?
J Community News, maybe. It's a newsletter we get in that area.
Okay, and have you seen the holiday train in the past, or is this your first time?
This will be our first time.
Okay, so very exciting. Do you have any expectations for this, or just coming out to see what it's about?
Actually, just coming out to see what it's about.
All right, and I love you got the Christmas spirit already going. It's not even December yet, but we got it going, and I think you're going to bring a lot of smiles to people's faces seeing you guys out here. So I appreciate you being here, and hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you very much.
This car right in front of me is actually a very fascinating car. It's one of two custom-built stage cars Canadian Pacific uses on their holiday trains. It is a 50-foot box car, and I believe it's still set up to run at freight speeds as a box car, but it has power and MU cables for power and stuff like that. And half of the side is gone on both sides because it becomes a stage. And at this stop, they're only going to use this one side, but at stops like Plattsburgh, they bring down both sides and have a two-sided stage. A very unique piece of equipment on the Canadian Pacific holiday train. You guys excited for the show?
Yes.
It should be coming down about 5 minutes from now. Have you guys seen the holiday train before?
Yes, every year.
Okay, good. Glad to hear. And I'm glad it's finally back after COVID, and 2019 was the last time it was here. But do you like trains?
He loves trains.
Okay, well, glad to hear it. Has he seen it before?
No, first time.
Okay, first time attender here. Pretty exciting. I think he's going to have a lot of fun.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2022 edition of the CP Holiday Train. At this time, we would like to please invite all invited dignitaries and food bank representatives to report to the stage car, because in 1 minute, it's showtime! The 2022 Canadian Pacific Holiday Train. Please give it up for JoJo Mason and the Kenosha Kickers.
Holy smokes, y'all look good. How's everybody doing tonight? I said, how's everybody doing tonight? Make some noise.
Here's where I have to be awful careful to avoid a copyright strike from YouTube, but I can assure you the show lived up to its hype.
Y'all first, so enjoy the rest of the CP Holiday Train. Happy holidays, you guys.
JoJo Mason played a couple of songs before the mid-show remarks and donation announcement.
Hello, Port Henry! Wow, there's a whole lot of you out there. On behalf of Canadian Pacific, we want to welcome you to the 24th year of the Holiday Train. We are so happy to be back in person. It's great to see you all. We are this year traveling through 168 communities to raise food and funds and awareness of hunger issues across the network. And we appreciate your donations. Somewhere out here, there I'm sure is a food truck. If you could make your donations there, it would be most appreciated. Since 1999, CP has raised over $21 million and 5 million pounds of food thanks to the generosity of people just like you. So thank you. Thank you very much. And now I also have a little something from Canadian Pacific. We have one more person from our food pantry. Come on out. And we have CP employee Kelvin with a check for $4,000 for the Catholic community of Mariah Food Pantry.
Next up, Lindsay L., a talented guitarist if I ever did see one.
Thank you so much. All right, and with that, I'm going to let you folks go, and we're going to get back to the show. Please put your hands together for Lindsay L.
Port Henry, how are we feeling tonight? You guys look amazing!
Favorite time of year. And we were standing on the back of the train a little bit ago when we were pulling into town, and the air smells so good here. This is like the pine version of a candle. When you buy like a pine candle at the store, it's pretty much like the air in Port Henry. You guys are so lucky. It's so beautiful here. Port Henry, can we play you another holiday song?
As the band played their closing number, we headed north to Beach Road to set up for the departure. Apparently a few dozen other people had the same idea, but it was nice to watch the train moving at a medium speed. Onward! We caught up with the train in Willsboro, allowing us to briefly pace the train as it made track speed. Essex crossing, and it's a foam fest. Go all the way up to it. You can, yeah. Turn it down. Kind of mid-video, but the advantage is now we get to leave ahead of everyone else.
Axle 66, no alarms. Length 1026, mile 154.6 out.
Bro had to ruin my shot. holiday train is heading into Plattsburgh, but we're here at Lapham's Mills Road for one last catch, southbound 528. Just a reminder that CP puts on this event every year, but they're a freight railroad and the freight has to keep moving. And a C6M on the rear. I heard rumors of a BNSF unit, but I guess that got dropped. From the dead of night in Rouses Point to the amazing community event in Port Henry, I hope you've enjoyed this coverage of the Canadian Pacific Holiday Train. Drop me a comment and let me know where you saw the train and what your favorite part of this video was. I'm North Country Trains, and I'll see you next time.